Greetings and salutations. Grace unto you and peace from God our Father and the Lord Jesus Christ. This is Wesley Webb, pastor of the Grace Baptist Church in Greater Downtown Metropolitan McBee, South Carolina, and welcome to the Higher Grounds podcast and today's morning minute meditation. So I'm interested today in the idea of lies the devil tells. Now, first of all, I want it to be clear that the devil is a liar. Jesus said, you know the verse, John chapter 8, verse 44, "Ye are of your father the devil, and the lust of your father ye will do. He was a murderer from the beginning, and abode not in truth, because there is no truth in him. When he speaketh a lie, he speaketh of his own, for he is a liar, and the father of it." Not only is he a liar, but he is the father of lies. Why is he a father of lies? Well, in my estimation, it's because he told the first one. Genesis chapter 3, verse 4, the serpent said to the woman, "Ye shall not surely die." I know you know the context of all that. And that is clearly a lie, for God had said to Adam in Genesis chapter 2, verse 16 and 17, of every tree of the garden thou mayest freely eat, but of the tree of the knowledge of good and evil thou shalt not eat of it, for the day thou eatest thereof thou shalt surely die. God had said clearly they would die. The day Adam and Eve ate of the forbidden fruit, their innocence died. There was no sin and nothing to be held accountable for, but now they know. And now they are accountable for their disobedience. They died spiritually. Sin had entered their life. And of course, mankind has never been the same. So I'm saying the only time the devil lies is when he speaks, because there is no truth in him. Even if there seems to be an element of truth to what he says, if he's speaking, rest assured, he's lying. That said, I want to give you an example of the lies the devil tells. Exodus chapter 14, verse 10, 11, and 12. If I can read these for you, if I can find them for you. "And when Pharaoh drew nigh, the children of Israel lifted up their eyes, and behold, the Egyptians marched after them. And they were sore afraid. And the children of Israel cried out unto the Lord. And they said unto Moses, Because there were no graves in Egypt, thou hast taken us away to die in the wilderness? Wherefore hast thou dealt thus with us, to carry us forth out of Egypt? Is not this the word that we did tell thee in Egypt, saying, Let us alone, that we may serve the Egyptians? For it had been better for us to serve the Egyptians than that we should die in the wilderness." Now, this is a strange statement to me. In verse number 11, they said to Moses, "Because there were no graves in Egypt, you've brought us down to die in the wilderness?" Really? Really? There were no graves in Egypt. 430 years y'all were in bondage and nobody died? What about the Egyptian that Moses found smiting the Hebrew? And Moses slew him. And in Exodus chapter 2, verse number 12, the Bible said he hid him in the sand. Of course there were graves in Egypt. So where would such a thought come from? I believe it was the devil trying to stir up Israel against Moses to go back into bondage, because the devil doesn't want any of God's people, whether his chosen people Israel or his bride the church. The devil wants no one to be free. Nonetheless, isn't it an interesting thought that in both instances the devil lied about death? Well, that's all for today's morning minute meditation. Y'all have a great day, and remember, it is what it is.